Good morning, my fifth grade Grizzlies. I just wanted to come in here and give you guys a little bit of a talk that we're going to touch on again in May before I send you guys over to the sixth grade building about keeping our school safe from bullies. So first, I wanted to start out on a good note, and I interviewed some of you and said, hey, tell me what you love about this school. And you shared that you love having recess with other classes, excuse me, you like the Grizzly Rockstar cards, Fun Friday in PE, morning meetings, extra recess, you like the art projects that you guys have been able to do this year, you like the prize buckets, and of course, somebody had to say that we get some really good cookies at lunch, and don't get me wrong, Mrs. Dusky totally loves those too. I want to talk to you about what bullying is. Specifically, bullying is when you intimidate somebody, you scare them. It is when you threaten them, when you say you're going to do something to them. It is being hurtful and being mean, and all of those things happen on purpose. I want to let you know what bullying is so that way you're aware, hey, is what I'm doing bullying? Or you can say, hey, those things are happening to me. I really want to spend our time together today talking about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that is done through an electronic device, a phone, an iPad, a computer. And I think it is so important that we have this conversation right now because I know many fifth graders right now have cell phones. I know I see some second graders walking down the hallway with a cell phone too. So I probably need to start this earlier. But you all have an iPad at school right now. And the thing about your iPad right now is it doesn't go home with you. When you go to sixth grade and you go to the junior, senior high, a lot of you will get a phone then because you'll have sports and things like that. But also you're going to get your school iPad and that will go home with you every night as long as you remember to take it. And I want to talk to you about what is cyberbullying so you are aware. So you know and you can say for certain, Mrs. Dusky, I'm not cyberbullying anybody, and I'm not being cyberbullied because we want our school to continue to be a safe place for kids and for adults. So I wanted to share with you some examples of cyberbullying. That might be a mean text, embarrassing pictures or videos. It's humiliating somebody, it's spreading rumors, it's gossiping, and again, that is all done intentionally and on purpose. I wanted to share with you some forms of cyberbullying because there are quite a few. This is a worldwide problem, friends, and it's growing fast. Technology is on the rise. Technology has been rising fast. So, of course, bullying and cyberbullying is going to go along with that because of how fast technology is increasing. Exclusion is one form of cyberbullying, and that's when you purposely exclude people from online activities or conversations, things like that. Harassment, that is sustained and intentional bullying, and it's sending abusive or threatening messages, and that's going to affect somebody's mental well-being. The third one is outing, and that's when you publicly humiliate a child or a group of individuals by posting private information without their consent. An example of that would be like reading their private messages out loud without their permission. Number 4, this one is so important because when you think of cyberbullying, you just think that somebody that you know, somebody that's your age or close to your age is just going to send you a mean message. I hated your shirt or something like that. Or you buy really dumb bracelets. You never know what they're going to say. Friends, I want you to know that cyberbullying might not always come from people your age. It might come from adults. And so it is so important that you know who you're communicating with. When you're on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, you need to know who you're talking to. So number 4, cyber stalking. And this is a very dangerous form of cyberbullying, and it's when adults use it to contact young people for inappropriate reasons. Number 5 is scraping, and that's when somebody logs into your social media account and pretends to be you, and who knows what they might post. And sure, you might think, hey, I'll just get back in there and I'll delete it and it'll be like it never happened. But friends, you're leaving a digital footprint, and the things that you post, whether you delete it or not, will never truly be gone from the internet. Number 6 is a fake profile, and that's created by somebody who wants to hide their identity so they can cyberbully. Number 7 is dissing, and that is sending or posting cruel information about somebody, and that's going to damage their reputation and it's going to hurt their friendships. And that could be, photos that they didn't want getting out or screenshots or videos. Number 8 is trickery, and that's when somebody pretends to be your friend. That is when they try to gain your trust. So you tell them all of your secrets and then they publicly share those. Number 9 is trolling, and that's deliberately provoking a response through insults. So that's when they keep going after you and they keep going after you and they say anything they can just to get a response from you. And then the last one is catfishing, and that's stealing people's online identities and recreating their social networking profiles to deceive somebody. They want to be a fake person. So I wanted to throw in here that cyberbullying and bullying have a lot of similarities, but one of the major things that sets them apart is that unlike most types of traditional bullying, cyberbullying comes with an audience. I wanted to share with you some facts about cyberbullying so that way you know that Mrs. Deskey isn't crazy. These are real things and they affect people. 22.5% of cyberbullying is mean comments. 61% of kids say that they're about their looks. 56% of them are harassed on Facebook. 7 out of 10 people will experience some form of cyberbullying before they turn 18. And then I wanted to let you know that 53% of adults have experienced it. So friends, it's not like you turn 18 and boom, I never have to worry about cyberbullying or cyberstalking or somebody trolling me or fake profiles or catfishing. No, unfortunately, for as long as the internet's around, you're going to have to worry about those things. So I need to teach you. Your teachers need to teach you how to handle it and what cyberbullying looks like. I want to share with you some effects of cyberbullying because, friends, this is serious. People who are constantly bullied day in and day out, they might suffer from depression. They might feel vulnerable. They might get a lot of anger inside of their body and hatred, and they might start feeling insecure. And when you have those 5 things in your body, when you are sad and you are angry and you hate things and you're insecure and you feel vulnerable, like anybody could attack you and anybody could hurt you, at some point in time, that's going to take a toll on your physical health. Maybe you don't feel like eating. Maybe you can't, go for a run. Maybe you don't sleep very well. That's affecting your physical body. Some people think that the only way that they can overcome all those hurt things is to become a bully. You guys have heard me say it before 1,000 times, that hurt people hurt people. So when you're hurting on the inside, you think as long as everybody else is hurting on the inside too, then I'll be okay. And then the cycle starts all over again and it affects more people because we have more bullies, because we have more hurt people. Some kids choose to skip school because they would rather stay home and be by themselves and miss out on everything at school than come and be a victim to cyberbullying. I wanted to let you know that this statement right here comes from our student handbook, and it says that Rock Hills is committed to providing a positive and productive learning and working environment. Friends, that's why I'm here. I am committed. This is my job and I want to be here and I want to do this. I want to provide a positive place for you. I want you to learn and I want you to be able to work here, and I don't want you to come to school scared and afraid because I love you. And this place, Rock Hills, our school, is a great place to be. Punishment might make us feel better or safer, but other options can yield actual results. You're probably thinking, Mrs. Deskey, why would you throw that in there? Because when somebody bullies you, in the past, who knows what their punishment has looked like, right? This is my first year here as a principal. Maybe their punishment was that they had to write an essay or they had to skip out on lunch. And friends, sometimes we know that punishments don't always work. But what if I teach you how to identify cyberbullying? What if I teach you how to stop it and how to stick up for yourself? Wouldn't that feel a lot better than watching the bully, the kid that was hurting you, miss out on lunch or miss out on a recess? If we could stop it, wouldn't that be better? So, how can we stand up to bullies? You can report it. Tell somebody that you trust. Say, hey, this is what's happening in my life. Provide evidence. Report it to the site. If you're on Snapchat and somebody is bullying you, report it to Snapchat. Get them kicked off. Snapchat doesn't need bullies on there. Talk to an adult you trust. Friends, the adult you trust, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's not your mom. Maybe it's your aunt. Maybe it's your grandma, your uncle, your teacher, your older brother, your older sister. Talk to them. Tell them. Demonstrate care with the situation at hand. Work together. Tell the bully to stop. Don't encourage them to do it. Don't feed into it. Don't argue back with them. Just say stop. I want you to stay safe and I don't want you to give up. So who are some people that you can talk to? Friends, I'm always going to encourage you to talk to your parents. Have your parents monitor your online time. Show them what you're doing. Share with them who you're talking about or who you're talking with. And I want you to talk to your parents about the things that you see and hear online. Talk to your teacher. Let them know that, hey, I'm being bullied. This is what's going on. And always, friends, you know my door is always open to you. Report it to your principal if you feel scared or unsafe at school, because I'm going to fix that for you. I wanted to let you know because there's always one kid out there who says, you can't tell me what to do. You have the freedom of speech. Okay, the Constitution guarantees that. First Amendment, you have the freedom of speech. And I cannot tell you what to say or what not to say. Neither can your teachers. However, you know that there are always going to be consequences, good or bad, for the words that you are going to choose to use. And I want to remind you and let you know, in case you didn't already know, that if you choose to leave this school and you go out and you say hurtful things and it affects our school, it affects your classroom, it affects your friends in your classroom, and it affects our learning environment, then you're going to have some school-based consequences, because we can't have those kinds of things being in our building. We're going to keep Rock Hills safe. And we want to make Rock Hills Elementary School the best place to learn and be.